What is the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire? It is not just a couple of extra zeros. It is the difference between having a private jet and a space rocket. In today's video, we are talking about big money millionaires and billionaires. And spoiler alert, the gap is way bigger than you think. Like everyone else, millionaires and billionaires have hobbies and passions, but the scale and scope are vastly different. Millionaires often indulge in collecting things. For example, rapper Eminem has spent millions on rare comic books, amassing one of the most valuable collections in the world. Meanwhile, Robert Downey Jr. enjoys working on classic cars, restoring them to be greener. Others even venture into weird projects, as Drake once bought an old beat-up amusement park and had it restored to its former glory. These hobbies are extravagant, but somewhat understandable. But billionaires are another thing altogether. After amassing the fortune to set his family up for generations to come, the next logical step in Elon Musk's eyes was trying to colonize Mars. Jeff Bezos invested his money in building a gigantic 500-foot-tall timekeeper that would last 10,000 years. Bill Gates had invested in making a difference, a $200 million deal turning sewage into clean water for African communities. Then, there's the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and his $500 billion vision for an immersive city wall in the middle of the desert with cutting-edge living spaces. Billionaires don't have just expensive hobbies, they have the means to make their craziest dreams come true. From millionaires to billionaires, ultra-high net worth travelers are coughing up big bucks for once-in-a-lifetime experiences. When it comes to vacations, millionaires might drop anchor at Toyama Bay to witness its glowing beaches. Perhaps they'll journey to Madagascar to visit the Avenue of the Baobabs, a collection of ancient trees that rise above 100 feet and date back thousands of years. Other favorites include the surreal salt flats in Bolivia, where the horizon appears to meet the sky and creates amazing optical illusions, and for history buffs, always a favorite of theirs, are the mysterious monuments of Egypt. Billionaires, though, while they may like those places, too can afford to travel to more unique locations like space. Jeff Bezos' company, Blue Origin, takes people on a ride to space with a view that few humans have ever seen for millions. Of course, they'd go to the Maldives to rent one of those personal private island resorts, complete with a personal chef and person who waits on your every whim. These luxury retreats can cost as much as $27,000 per night. Billionaires have a weak spot for the tiny fishing village of Portofino, Italy, which has now transformed into a haven for luxury lovers, so exclusive that there is just one way in and out, and the preferred way of arriving is by yacht. The truly adventurous even venture to go on excursions to Antarctica, spending over $2 million on a 16-day, privately guided tour through the unspoiled beauty of the continent. Private planes and helicopters fly you to the most inaccessible regions. Now, events. Millionaires get the most exclusive tickets to sporting events like Super Bowl, NBA Finals, etc., when they sit courtside and are even allowed to hobnob with the players. Some can make it to very exclusive events like Met Gala, but only if they are celebrities. The ticket may cost $50,000, but it's the fame that gets you in. There are virtually no obstacles for billionaires. They can just simply buy access to nearly any event. From most ultra-exclusive, the Concorso d'Eleganza Villa d'Este in Italy displays only the finest cars in the world against the exquisite backdrop of Lake Como, to those where sports team owners do not just have sideline passes, but actually participate in team activities in pre-game warm-ups and post-game locker room celebrations. There are even secretive meetings like the Bilderberg meeting, where 150 or so elite persons from North America and Europe are gathered annually to address global politics, economics, and education. Although they say that they do not plan world domination, some have let it slip that they see one world government. It is a world that the rest of us can only guess about. Back to Earth, literally. Most millionaires prefer fancy rides from the E-Class Mercedes, enjoy the plush interior, and even tech features like the voice-activated seat heaters. Whip out a Lamborghini Huracan to make a statement. Supercars sell for about $250,000 and can go from 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. Billionaires prefer cars, well, a notch more exclusive. First in the top Bugatti, La Voiture Noire makes sleek, handmade, custom pricey cost about $18 million, reaching a top speed in 2.4 seconds to get to 60 miles per hour. The owners of this unique car are Luka Modric and Cristiano Ronaldo, if rumors can be trusted. Then there is Rolls-Royce Boat Tail, a highly exclusive bespoke roadster, effortlessly fusing modern with classic styling. The cost is $28 million. It also contains a picnic set and an umbrella whenever that urge to get outdoors and be sportive overwhelms. Let's talk about the most innovative rides. There's the Mercedes Vision AVTR, which can move sideways due to unique wheels totally guided by a joystick. No need for a steering wheel there. Or how about the BMW i Vision D, another concept car, whose color you can change with a click of a button. Some billionaires go so far as to own whole fleets of gold-plated cars, like the Saudi prince's fleets of gold Lamborghinis, Rolls-Royces and more. But they don't stop there. Both millionaires and billionaires enjoy high-end restaurants, the latter going for even more rarefied experiences. Millionaires will spend upwards of $100 to $300 a meal at top-of-the-line restaurants, feasting on delicacies like steak, lobster, and truffle dishes, usually with fine wines. Luxurious, but really sort of down-to-earth compared to what billionaires indulge in. Billionaires might have renowned private chefs creating cuisine exactly to order. They dine out in Michelin-starred restaurants, where each and every dish is a work of art. Some restaurants make the entire experience immersive, for instance. The restaurant called Sublimotion in Spain pairs your meal with VR. Yeah, and some of them really do drizzle dinner with gold actual opulence that digests right on through. Even in fashion, there's a difference. Millionaires like to flash designer brands like Louis Vuitton and Gucci. They may wear rare sneakers and watches to show their wealth. A Rolex is one of the most popular ways to do this. Prices can range from $5,000 to $75,000. Like millionaires, billionaires also love to splurge on timepieces, but the stakes are totally higher. Yes, some of their watches cost more than the priciest mansions. Take, for example, the Breguet Grande Complication Marie Antoinette. The timepiece was commissioned by the French Queen herself and took 44 years to complete. Although it was made in the 1700s, it boasts a full calendar, a thermometer, and a power reserve indicator. Today, it is valued at an unbelievable $30 million. But the most priceless of all timepieces is the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime. This timepiece has 20 complicated complications inside it. Therefore, it is worth $31 million. But the real showstopper is the Graf Diamonds Hallucination Watch. This watch is in vibrant, engaging colors, embellished with 110 carats of the world's rarest and most exceptional jewels, and their price is gobsmacking $55 million. Billionaires want to smell as good as they look. They would wear something like Shumuk by Nabil. It is a luxury cologne encased in a crystal flask, wrapped in 18-karat gold with over 3,500 precious stones. The scent inside is made from the finest stuff one could find, such as ylang ylang and patchouli. The formula took 3 years to get just right. A single bottle costs a billionaire $1.29 million. But it is not all about tangible luxury. Wealth opens the doors to privileges so out of ordinary people's grasp. For example, millionaires can purchase what is called a golden passport. That means if they happen to fall in love with a European country, they can buy real estate or invest about $100,000 and gain legal rights to stay as long as they wish, avoiding the 90-day limit as tourists. Even flying's different. When flights overbook, a millionaire whips out the frequent flyer status and the airlines will bump other people for them. When they fly first class, they have gourmet meals, extra legroom, sometimes even private suites. But the first-class perks look like steerage compared to the perquisites of a billionaire's private jet. With the money, billionaires then finance political campaigns and eventually possess serious clout over legislation that works in their favor. This is what is termed lobbying, and it is absolutely legal. In return for the mountains of money they give, they get to have a say in shaping regulations regarding taxes, real estate, and business friendliness, making life easy for themselves and, sometimes, millionaires too. However, there is one place where millionaires feel the burning fire: the battle of the yachts. Yachts are the ultimate status symbol in the world of the wealthy. Millionaire yachts might be about 80 feet long, complete with upscale lounges, sun decks, and a few bedrooms for friends and family. They come complete with a full crew and plenty of toys like jet skis or even a small pool on board. But the real party starts with billionaire yachts. Billionaire yachts are huge, sometimes well over 300 feet in length. In fact, many cannot even dock at normal marinas. Instead, they have a helipad for easy access. Others come with garages, storing a smaller yacht, or even mini submarines to explore underwater. Basketball courts to movie theaters. All things are possible with this space. A yacht like Jeff Bezos's comes in at a cool $500 million, and there is always room for a few million more to make it even more luxurious. Of course, one popular activity on these yachts, similar to many places, is relaxing with a drink. For millionaires, that might be enjoying a $1,000 bottle of fine Italian wine, but billionaires go the extra step. When they pop champagne, it's likely to be a bottle of Henri IV Dudagnon heritage. This cognac comes in a bottle made purely from gold, platinum, and flanked with 7,000 diamonds. The price? $1.9 million. Then there's the ultra-rare Malfi Limoncello Supreme, which is in a bottle decked out with massive diamonds. Only 2 exist in the world, and each bottle is valued at an astonishing $44 million. Of course, with such expensive tastes, it's no wonder the people behind these products are practically robbing billionaires blind. Even when it comes to gambling, billionaires don't hold back. In any case, there will always be one winner, the casinos. But some billionaires apparently are set to risk it for the thrill. A good example is Terence Watanabe, who sold his company and joined the ranks of Vegas's biggest high rollers. He was known to gamble millions in a single night, until he lost an astonishing $200 million in 1 year, in fact. He had managed to keep on burning through the fortune, despite the best efforts of various casinos to rein him in. It's a reminder that the ultra-rich can gamble it all away. Where else do the rich get separated from the ultra-rich? Travel. Sure, some millionaires can afford private jets, but most can't. Instead, they utilize first-class travel privileges, more legroom, better food, and even their very own mini-suite on those long flights. And for those that do own a jet, well, they can skip airport security altogether, pulling right up to their plane. But the jets of billionaires are flying mansions. With dining rooms, lounges, and bedrooms, they're designed for crossing continents or oceans in absolute comfort. Some jets boast gourmet kitchens and bedrooms. Since they're custom-built, billionaires can add whatever touches they want, things like gold accents or an elaborate paint job. But health is another area. Rich people are investing in personalized health programs, supplements, and routine checkups to keep them performing at their optimum. They can even invest $80,000 in preserving their brains in liquid nitrogen for a hoped-for revival in the distant future. For $200,000, they can go a step further and preserve their whole bodies. But billionaires take things to a whole new level. For example, Jeff Bezos is very interested in longevity studies. He has invested billions of dollars into the biotechnology firm Altos Labs, which tries to reverse aging. The company already has a dream team of top-level scientists who have been able to reverse aging in mice by reprogramming the cells into their youthful state. Of course, this is provided the experiments work in human beings, which does mean longer life for billionaires, but also opens up other ethical questions. Access to such treatments and creating an elite class that can outlive the rest of us. The good news is, billionaires are funding research that governments either are unwilling or not able to pay for, potential cures for diseases that afflict millions. Of course, it's better than nothing that progress is being made, but this doesn't exactly eliminate questions about who will benefit from these advancements. But beyond health, billionaires and millionaires of this world have invested in properties ranging from the stunning to the outright bizarre. Millionaires' mansions may feature everything from home theaters to bowling alleys to heated driveways, but billionaires? They build 27-floor entire estates, like that of Mukesh Ambani's mansion in Mumbai, or homes with private water parks, hidden tunnels, and even rooms designed just for trampolines. Some billionaires would rather opt for penthouse suites in high-rise structures than sprawling mansions, like Cristiano Ronaldo's $63 million penthouse, or even his planned $170 million dream house. And even on the friendship level, you see the difference. How billionaires may go out and enjoy time with other millionaires or friends they knew before they became rich. Billionaires often forge strategic alliances with politicians and other power players. That is why one finds billionaires and political leaders rubbing shoulders at events such as the World Economic Forum. Of course, They might agree on several things, but these elites form exclusive cliques in which they leverage their influence in order to bend the arc of the world to their favor. Now it's your turn. A millionaire is something, but billionaires, they are from another planet. Who would you want to be? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe for more interesting breakdowns.